right, what's up everybody? Tim Charron here, singer, songwriter, recording artist, and actor and booking agency owner. And I'm doing a video series on working as a musician on a cruise ship. So I'm out here, I'm in the Bahamas. I'm on, Wonder of the Seas. It's Royal Caribbean, awesome, amazing ship. And I'm fronting, singing and playing guitar for a country trio at the Mason Jar, is the name of the venue in here. And figured I'd just pop on here as much as I can and just talk about my experience and answer any questions if you're a musician and you've ever, been interested in working on a cruise ship. It's actually, I am like a week and a half into 2 weeks, and I'm really loving it. It's pretty amazing. So I've got a special status. I'm only doing 2 weeks, and I have a special status, which I'm very fortunate and very glad that I got. So I'm a guest entertainer, which means that I am a passenger. I'm just like a paid passenger on the ship. I do everything that the passengers can do, which is very rare for a musician. So I feel very fortunate. But look, so I can go anywhere the passengers go, use all the pools and the jacuzzis and the surfing and the water slides and the gym, which I love because I love working out. So I'm gonna just kind of walk around and show you guys around a little bit, but it is definitely, I'm really glad I did it. I was very skeptical. I didn't know what to expect, and this has been much better of an experience than I thought. I've been able to get off at their private island, just like any other guest or passenger. And it's been super fun. I've been playing volleyball. I've been playing volleyball on deck too. They have volleyball on the ship, but they also have sand volleyball on the private island. And then I've been getting off. I got off once in Nassau in the Bahamas and went to the beach there with my band members. My band members are from Romania. They've done long-term contracts, so they let me know a little bit more about, look at this view. So they let me know more about what a typical cruise contract would look like. So it's usually 4 to 6 months, and you're considered crew. So that means that you live on the crew deck. You're really not supposed to use a lot of the amenities that the guests use, but they have a lot of amenities like the crew deck. The weird thing about the crew, the whole floor, whatever floor is considered crew, the whole floor is for the crew, and they have like rooms with a bunch of video games that you just play for free, Xbox and stuff like that. They have like lounges, they have different bars, all for the crew. They have separate dining for the crew, and whether you're a guest or part of the crew, all your food is free. It's all taken care of. I go to the different restaurants and everything's free all the time. And if you're crew, then you have your separate ones that's below deck in the crew areas. I'm just trying to show you guys different parts of the ship. So down there is the solarium, and it has a bunch of jacuzzis. That's adults only. I really like hanging out in this spot. But there's like an infinity jacuzzi right over here. It's incredible. So I've been performing 3 to 4 sets, covering 3 to 4 hours, 45-minute sets, 15-minute breaks per day. So 3 to 4 hours of singing and playing guitar. And then the rest of the time I'm just having a free cruise. Well, actually I'm getting paid. So it's pretty rad. Yeah, the jacuzzi's over there, so check out the view back here. Look at that. So what do I want to tell you guys? So it's great because say you're, I don't know the exact amount of what anybody else is getting paid. I know what I'm getting paid, of course. But say I would guesstimate that somebody from the U.S., maybe you make $1,000 a week, and trying to figure out where I'm going. Hopefully you can hear me. So maybe you make $1,000 a week, but you have no expenses. And if you're a crew and you're doing a long-term contract, then if you're doing a long-term contract, then that means that you're not paying rent, because I mean, if you're doing 6 months, then if you can swing not paying rent wherever you are and just go on the ship, and then you don't pay anything for rent for 6 months, you make $1,000 a week. You don't have to pay for food. You don't have to pay for anything. Then you can make and save a whole lot of money. So it's pretty incredible. I'm looking for the gym. So I figured it would be cool to just kind of let you guys come with me and walk and talk, so you can see exactly, like, literally what it's like during the day. Like today we had a 45-minute brunch set, so I got up, got ready for that, went to breakfast, got ready for that. We played that. I went back to my stateroom. So I get a full stateroom, just like a guest. It's really nice. I mean, it's really, really nice. I'll show you that. If you guys want to see that, I'll show you in a different video, but you have to drop a comment and let me know what you want me to see, what you want me to video and what you want to see. So just drop comments, drop questions. Let me know. Be like, hey man, we want to see the jacuzzi deck, or hey, we want to see the food. We want to see the cafeteria and the different restaurants that come with, being on the boat. But this is exactly what I am doing during the day. So yeah, now I'm basically going to the gym, but I figured I'd walk around the deck first. I went and checked out volleyball, but it seems like there's like kids playing, so I didn't feel like jumping into that. I'm kind of a volleyball snob. I only like to play good quality volleyball with good players. Today's a day at sea. That's the other thing, is like you'll have some days in port, like we're based out of Miami, so some days we go and we exchange passengers, so we're in Miami for half the day. Then some days we're at Coco Cay, which is the private island that's owned by Royal Caribbean, and it's really cool because it's super convenient. You just get right off the ship and you're on the island, in 1 minute, and everything's within walking distance. And they have all these different beaches. They have like tiki bars in the water. And it's the Bahamas, so the water is like crystal clear, super blue, amazing. They have snorkeling. They have a huge like water slide, like really high. They have hot air balloon rides. They have they have sports. They have volleyball. They have basketball tournaments. They have live entertainment on the island itself. They have a couple of different like bands and a solo guitar playing singer guy. Oh, this is the spa. I just blew right through it. So this is the spa. And now I'm heading into the gym and get my workout on. But what else can I tell you guys? I'll just show you the gym a little bit. So I'm a gym freak, so this is awesome. And again, because I'm a guest entertainer, then I come and use all this whenever I want, as opposed to the crew where they're not supposed to use this stuff. But I've said this in the other video, the crew, being crew has its advantages as well. You have a tiny little room, but then you can hang out with all the other crew, and if you're on here for like a long time, like 5-6 months, then you know you need people to hang out with and get to know. And all the crew, you know, they live on the same floor, so they all get to know each other, and they have their crew parties, and they have their own bar and all that stuff. So so that's a nice perk. Plus they get one big thing is they get like some free internet, and so far I've had to pay for my internet. It's very expensive. So on the next contract, I'm going to tell them that I want my internet paid for, because it can be very expensive. But so there's little trade-offs, you know what I mean? But I think being a guest is awesome. Like, this is literally getting paid good money to come out here, travel around the Bahamas, go to Nassau, go to their private island, and just enjoy this cruise. You can go to all the entertainment, all the other entertainment, whenever you want. You know, they have karaoke, they have a big theater, they have all sorts of stuff. They have stand-up comedy. So being a guest entertainer definitely is the way to go if you can do it. So yeah, so I'm gonna get my workout going. I'll show you guys the view. All right, so if you, or even if you're not a musician, or you've just been curious about what it's like crew life, like what it's like working on a cruise ship, I shot a commercial for Virgin Cruise Lines, and I met a few people that were working on one girl was like a personal trainer, and I just started talking to some of the people on the crew because it's so fascinating. I'm like, so where do you know, how long do you go for? You know, like, what's it like? You know, do you go crazy being on the ship for 6 months at a time? You know, I mean, I can see how you definitely can, but I've only been on for 2 weeks. But it has this like really cool way of like simplifying your life, which I kind of needed at this right at this point in my life. So it's been nice to just have a simple, structured, you know, life, and have everything kind of taken care of for you. You know, you don't have to go grocery shopping, you don't have to cook. It's pretty dope. So yeah, if you have any questions, even if it's not music related, but if it is music related, then let me know. It's all about your questions. I can't, you know, I can come up with better video ideas of what you guys want to see if you let me know and just ask questions. All right, I'm gonna scoot and check out timcharron.com. That's my website, and we'll see you later. Drop your questions, brah.